Okay, this is Iannitti with FUN Aerospace Expo TV. Obviously, everybody knows every year at the FUN campus, the Blue Angels are a huge draw, and we are lucky tonight to be joined with Thomas, Blue Angel number 5. Thomas, thanks so much for being with us.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. I was here 3 years ago. It's awesome to be back.
Yeah, great. Well, we're stoked to have you. So, you know what? A lot of people don't realize that a lot of what you guys do is community outreach, right? And meeting with the public and things like that. And I think everybody understands that the selection process for the Blues is incredibly difficult. But once you're on the team, how do you guys select who's going out to be the face of the team?
Yeah, to be honest, that's part of the process. When we look at everyone that we're selecting, you know, we've got a lot of good pilots, a lot of good support officers that are applying. It's really about the person. So that makes it honestly easy when we're picking who we want to go out and do these school commits or go talk to the public, because every single one of them is overqualified to do that, and they're just great humans.
Sure, that's awesome. Well, tell me, now that you've had it and you've experienced that, you're talking to kids, things like that, you did a great job at the kid outreach today, by the way. You know, what is that personally how has it impacted you as a person?
It's incredible. It's very humbling. I always think back to when I was just 6 or 7 years old, going to air shows with my parents and being that little kid at the fence, you know, waving to the airplanes they go by, and as the pilots waved and all of that. Now to be on the other side and watch those kids, and, you know, this morning with, you know, 300 to 400 kids here, I know one of them is going to be in this blue suit at some point doing the same job. So just watching that cycle is incredibly humbling and awesome.
That is awesome. And you said you have your own kids, right? You're married and everything, so.
I am, yeah. So I've got 2 boys, you know, 3-year-old and a 5-year-old.
Wow, that's awesome. So let me ask you this. When we opened it up today for the kids and the autographs, man, they swamped you like you were the 5th Beatle. You know what I mean? It was like a rock star. So how do you take all that in and keep kind of a level head, or is that your wife's job?
Well, my wife for sure helps with that. But the one awesome thing about being in the Blue Angels, it's everyone that was before us that has created such an awesome organization that it is not me, it is not Thomas Zimmerman, it is the Blue Angel organization and this blue flight suit and what it represents. I can be right here with this crowd, go out, change out of this flight suit, and walk around, and no one's going to know who I am.
Right, yeah, sure. So let me ask you this, too. Now that you met these kids, I know you guys do a lot of hospital, things like that. Anyone in particular, other than your family members, other than other service members, that are kind of in your thoughts when you're climbing in the cockpit?
I mean, every time when we taxi by, we see those fans, we see kids. I see a couple of them out here in the Blue Angel flight suits. You know, it's very special to us to know the support and the love that we can feel from the crowd. And that's, you know, being here at FUN, that is for sure, we're no shortage of that.
Absolutely. Well, man, we really do appreciate you taking the time. We appreciate you being here for sure. Thanks so much, and hope you have some great shows this weekend.
Awesome.
Iannitti, FUN Aerospace Expo TV. You need to be here checking out the Blues.